Good afternoon and welcome back. Have you guys tried Lombok, installing Lombok library in your ID, like the suggestion? It's working fine? Great, Kana. So some of you are saying. So others who are saying earlier not working and all, is it working for them? Otherwise, we'll help you in the lab session. Okay, so just try it out. And like I said, don't waste too much of your time because you already have an option. This is only to reduce the code. So worst case, it doesn't work. It is not like a thing that you can't create a backend or something. Only a little additional code would be there. Anyway, so let's continue to the next topic here as per the plan. Okay, so now this is what I wanted to show you in that CRUD, and I'm definitely going to give you more practice for your Spring Data JPA because whatever we have done so far in Spring Data JPA is as far as your syllabus is concerned, contents are concerned, it is done. But for your project, you are going to require a lot more. So we'll see. I'll plan either here in the immediate session or in the theory session. But now we are going to go back to Spring MVC web application, which has a JSP-based view layer. So is it a full stack application or is it a monolithic web application I'm talking about? It's a monolithic. Everyone understand? The moment I say JSP-based view layer, the controller, view, and model, everything is under one. So what we are going to do is just to give you, okay, let me say this clearly. If you open your contents, have they mentioned anywhere specifically like form binding and all? They have not. But as a Spring developer, if you don't know the form binding techniques, like it looks very poor on your resume or in your like whatever profile. So, and two, I've got two, what do you say, objectives. So one, I'm going to show you the form binding technique, which is very similar to how we do it in React with, of course, certain annotations. And then to give you more practice of Spring Data JPA, we are going to take that earlier project and migrate the DAO layer from JPA to Spring Data JPA. Are the next two to-do things clear? Is the objective clear? What we are going to do for next whatever time? Statements are clear or not? Okay. So here you must be having already, I'll tell you, you can stop the, first is stop the Spring Boot app. So that will automatically stop that embedded Tomcat. Has everyone stopped this? Day 19 employee backend. Stop that app. And now you go to day 18 Spring MVC Hibernate. I'm making a copy. You don't make a copy. You just continue in the same manner. So when I say Spring MVC, you know, it is a monolithic web application. So let me call it as day 19. It has basically the JSP based view layer. It doesn't have the React or, I mean, it doesn't have a full stack front end, back end, not separate, merged into one monolithic app. So here done this. And let me just make the changes. You don't make a copy, you continue in the earlier project. Sorry. Okay, so done. And let me just update it. Okay, so open please src main resources. There's only one property file by the name of application properties, and confirm whether your username and password is as per your settings, as per your database configuration settings, because otherwise, you know, you'll waste time. Confirm it fast. This is your existing project. I'm not asking you to copy. I copied because I have to maintain it day-wise. Respond, guys. Is your application property file looking fine? Okay, so you can Control-Shift-W, close it. And what is the first thing? Sorry, what you do is, you know, I'll give you this. I've made tiny changes, not many changes, but yeah, some changes, two minutes. I'll send you this diagram. There I said some topic related things. 2 minutes. Let me send you, and you please keep it open in one of the windows, content management system. And I'll tell you my plan. I'm not sure whether everything can be shown here. Whatever I cannot show in this, this manner, like everything we built together, I'll give you the ready-made demos. So this content management system is having ER, entity to relational this, and it has got a lot of things. But currently, this content management system, open it please. As everyone knows, it is your, oh sorry, not this. Let me open that. This is created as a monolithic application. It's not a full stack. So what I have a plan, I mean, just a plan. I'm not sure whether it will be materialized or not. In a like this manner or somewhere, some ready-made stuff and all, we are going to convert this, which is substantial, into a full stack application. You understand what I'm saying? So will it consist of your JSP-based view layer? Of course not. But will I be spending, will we have last 2-3 days are remaining? So do we really want to spend it on React? Not in Java time. So I will give you the full, hopefully we will develop together, or otherwise whatever I can't, whatever we cannot because of the time, I'll give you the full backend, okay, for this content management system, and you can take it as an exercise to build the front end, or don't waste time in such exercises. You can start working on your projects if you decide something. You understood what is the next step we are going to take? Not today, tomorrow maybe. So now let us focus on developing a monolithic app. Everyone knows the flow. So can you tell me, which is the flow we have completed other day? Customer or admin or both? Only customer flow. Everyone understands that? So now we are going to take out some time and we are going to replace the JPA based DAO layer by what? By which technology? JPA is going to be further abstracted by which technology? Everyone knows Spring Data JPA. Okay, so that will give you a lot of practice. I'm telling you from experience. Okay, so open what? Open your yours. In your case, it is D18, and here open the DAO layer, please. So you got topic DAO, tutorial DAO, and user DAO. Everyone with me? So tell me, will you have these DAO implementation classes, or will you not require it any longer? Required or not required or gone? Not required. But currently let them be, because we'll be using all of that. Okay. So I will start, well, let us start porting it in a systematic manner. So you'll have no confusion and all that. So the first thing, what we require is the validation. So this validation logic is in which DAO layer? User DAO, topic DAO, tutorial DAO. Everyone knows this. So that is the first thing we will start porting. Okay. So it is going to be like systematic effort. Do it with me as much as possible. Otherwise, sit back and do it in the lab. Your choice. So open that user DAO. You start telling me. You can replace it by the name user repository, but too much refactoring. Ignore it. What should it extend from? Give me the quick answers. Which is the Spring Data JPA interface we want to extend it from? JPA repository. Everyone gets it? What will be T replaced by? User, and base entity has that integer. So that's it. Got it? The change done. Now, here is where I will show you the magic of Spring Data JPA, but with your understanding. So think hard and tell me. The super interface is JPA repo, then your CRUD repo, paging and sorting repository, etc. So think hard and tell me, do you think in one of those super interfaces, there would be a method to validate the user by email and password? I'll repeat the question again. Think hard in the sense common sense. Do you think your JPA repository will have, or CRUD repository or whatever, will have a method for user validation? It's a Boolean question, yes or no. More answers, not just 3 answers, guys. Of course, no. You got it? Because I need to see the conviction. So does that mean that once again I have to give up this Spring Data JPA repository and write my DAO layer? Absolutely not. So open in one of the tabs. I've given you that Spring Data JPA reference guide, but that is of the late, older edition. Google search for, this is your lifeline. If you are going to use Spring Data JPA, there is one manual, Spring Data JPA reference guide. That is it. And that in that also there's one table. Anyway, so just Google Spring Data JPA reference documentation. I'm not saying API documentation. I said reference documentation. So it is pretty recent, 14th of Jan and all that. So that's fine. And this is the version we are using. So everyone got here? Reference documentation. Okay, I'm somewhere in between. So this is Spring Data JPA reference documentation. Bookmark this. I have given you on the day, I don't know, Spring Data JPA somewhere I have given you, but that was an earlier version. The latest version is 2.6.1. Reached here or not? Got the this thing? Okay. So here now there's a detailed description, but I don't expect you to read so much. So Control F. Remember all these things for table 3. This is such a nice summary. So look for table 3, and here I can't close it. Anyway, so let me ask you. You have already seen the methods inherited from CRUD repository, such as find by ID, delete by ID, save method, or your JPA repository has find all. But that is not all about it. You will require so many specific finders. So guys, this is a priceless documentation. This is your survival guide. So what they have done is they have given you the JPQL snippet. That is, this is how you would have written in JPQL, and they have given you the corresponding finder method patterns, which Spring Data JPA uses. In simple English, do you have to write a DAO implementation class by adding the JPQL and create query and get single result or get result list? Absolutely not. You just follow the finder method patterns. It starts with find by. There is exist by, there's a get by, there's a read by. Generally, I use finder method. I mean, find keyword, and your job will be done. So before saying too many things and confusing you, let me say something. You will say, where you have taught us this? I agree, I have not. This is what? Is this a named in parameter, or is it a placeholder position we are talking about, like JDBC? Placeholder position are named in parameters, Hibernate, placeholder position. So they have given it, but we are still going to use our named in parameters. So currently just ignore. So everyone can understand this is your first in parameter. This is your second in parameter. So here is the row. Read this and I'll ask you a question. And let's see whether you can understand. It is so understandable. So which is the keyword they are explaining? And. Okay. What is the prefix of the method name? Find by. Okay. Can you change it? Okay, there's something like get by and all. Don't fall there. Find by is good enough. And can anyone guess this thing? You don't have to actually guess, but anyway, can you guess smartly? What must be this last name and a first name, guys? Easy question. Guess, be smart. First name and last name, what they must be? No idea, no clue. Column name. Kanad, do we ever go after Hibernate to columns and all that? Email. Abhijit, what are you talking about? Guys, why don't you give me better this? What are they? Property, Pojo property names. Are you going to give such horrible answers to interviewer and bring down your own impression? Please don't. These are nothing but Pojo property names. How can you go all the way to database and suddenly talk in column names when we are doing in JPA and all that? Okay, so here it is like select X from, let's say, user X or person X or whatever, where it expands to this. So now it's such a easy one. Tell me. Here, comment this method. I'm saying keep it as a reference and give me in a minute. Okay. Where is that? Find by method. Only thing is the return type is little interesting, but at least write it down. So what it will be? Pojo property name. Don't take out wrong this request parameter names and attribute names and all that. Okay. So here, right. So find by is the starting. And what you should refer to, table or a Pojo? Of course, a Pojo. So don't let your imagination guide you. So email. Here is why I was telling you from day one, follow camel casing convention to the T. So later you don't have to struggle. And which is the keyword we are using? And what is the property that next one? Pojo property name, password. And here, so find by email and password. I can have multiple also. I can say by age and by this and. And here, this part remains the same. So I'm purposefully not matching these names just to show you that email, I don't know what to call as, but this PWD and this password did not match. But what is missing in the method declaration here? The return type. So the return type typically is optional. Optional means not optional as in optional or mandatory. The type is itself optional. That's why I showed you earlier example. I'm trying to, get you there properly. So what is optional? Read. A container object which may or may not contain a value, not null value and all that. Instead of checking the null, which is it we just recently checked, that you can use that or else throws and manage it so well. So optional is a generic class. Anyone wants to tell me what will be T replaced by? Easy one. T will be replaced by what? It's a generic type. Of course, user. You're looking for a user, right? Okay. So you are going to, if you take Spring Data or other Spring Boot or Java as a backend, you have to know all these tricks. And I'm sure that in the given time, it is impossible. So I'm giving you, they have given so many examples. So the whole approach becomes so easy and so manageable, and without writing a single word of implementation. I'm going to take a lot of examples in short. So in project, you have two choices. Which is the best recommendation? Return an optional user. And which is the method you will use to find out whether it is empty or non-empty? I already said that before the break. Which is the method we are going to use regularly? No. You forgot. Or else throw. Is present is a two-liner thing. Guys, that is not really functional programming style at all. If else checking, simply use or else throw, and either throw your custom exception such as resource not found, or you can also throw runtime exception, new runtime exception, and give an elaborate message, your choice. So this is option 1. But if you say that, okay, I'm finding it too hard, I don't think you should find it hard, but optional working and all, you can replace it by user. I'm saying return type can be replaced by user, but then what extra checking you will have to do? If I return it as user, what else check? So what extra checking you will have to do? I said user, Girish. Wrong. I said the return type, yes. Anshumallah got it right. Null checking. And the birth means the addition of optional was to avoid your null checking. I'll repeat it slowly and clearly. I'm anyway on record. Either you can have the return type of optional, which is what is the recommendation, not from me, from Spring Data JPA. You saw that find by ID. What was it returning? Was it returning T or was it returning optional holding T? Optional holding T. So follow the norms. But if you say, okay, these are things that are going out of my hand, I don't understand what is happening, etc. So here you replace it by user, and in your service layer, do the null checking, which I'm not doing. I'm going to show you all examples with optional. Okay, so that's it. No writing JPQL, no nothing. Okay, so go ahead. And what you do is, of course, you'll start getting into this thing. You can say Control A and Control/. Keep that layer as it is, so that later you can compare that this is what we were doing. Again, I'm reminding you our journey from JDBC till to date. And to date means Nothing, no implementation, entire artifact of implementation gone, reduced to this. Got something? Understood something? You have to be extremely careful about the names and the camel casing convention. In short, the property name is email with uppercase E you have to change, and the password property. Should it change? Should it match with the method arguments or not needed? Not needed is the answer. I can keep it anything. Understood or not understood? I'm not getting any responses. Okay, so that is it. Now, so this was one thing done. Now open the next easiest one. I am going in an increasing difficulty manner. Please open our iTopic DAO and you tell me, is this method required or gone? Let me see. Gone. What it will be replaced by? Okay, let me go slow. So are you going to replace it by your own method or are you going to use some inherited API? Are you going to write a finder method or API? You are very right. Which API? I've shown you. Find all topics is wrong. Rajiv, what is the correct name? Only find all. Because how do you know it is topic and all? Find all is the answer. So happily go ahead and comment it out. Of course, you'll have to, don't forget to extend it. Are you understanding how easy the porting is? So much reduction of code. Extends from JPA repo again. And of the type this time, topic. Topic is the type T and the integer. Getting the feel? And you can say Control-Shift-O and all this will reduce to only one JPA repository and topic. Surviving? Understanding or not understanding? Clear or not? Clear? This you already knew. We did it in the employee, right? Okay. And go ahead. And where is that topic DAO implementation? Control-A, Control/. I'm just saying, just keep it around so that later anytime you get confused at how we did it and all, you should have some reference that what happened earlier. Actually, you can delete it for all the purpose. So far, so good. All these two portings done. Now, the more interesting one. So, iTutorial DAO. And here, at least start with the extents. Okay. JPA repo. The whole idea about this is project tips. I mean, project, guidance kind of thing. So that I'm giving you enough practice so that before you start working in project code and all, you should be all comfortable. Basics at least. Okay. Fine. And see something. It is already telling you invalid derived query. No property, get tutorial details found for type tutorial, etc. So we'll tell compiler, don't be hyper. We will take care of it one by one. Okay. So now let's start solving it, guys. So here, okay, first things first. What I want is get all tutorials. Pay attention here. Don't do anything blindly. So here, do we want to get all the tutorials or only the tutorial names? Only the names. If you are not understanding what I'm saying, that is the reason I'm telling you, don't remove everything. Don't be in a hurry to remove everything. This can be removed. So check this. Get tutorials by topic ID. What is it we were doing? Select t.tutorial name from tutorial t, etc. So in short, we were just lifting the tutorial name. You got it? Okay. So now here, if you refer to the reference documentation, here it is all lifting. There's no good or easy support for what? For finding the projection. I'll say this. Projection means selected columns, selected fields. So in this case, does it mean, okay, let me say this. There is no inherited method in JPA or CRUD repository which will give you that. So inherited API option gone. The finder option is there, okay? But finder option will return what? Tell me, list of tutorials or list of only tutorial names? If I use something like that find by method, what do you think it will return? It will return the complete details, which I don't want to lift from the database. So is there any option or are we back to DAO implementation? Answer is there is an option, third option. So here, if you search in the reference guide, look for an annotation @query. Okay. And guess smartly. When you say @query, what is it you think you will be able to inject? Your choices are JPQL or SQL. When you say @query annotation, what will be the value? JPQL. But Spring Data JPA goes far and beyond. There is one attribute called as native SQL. So the default value of native SQL is false. If you make it true, what is it you will be able to inject also, guys? The moment I say this native SQL equal to true, what is it you will be able to inject? SQL. So guys, this is last 2-3 days. So I'm giving you more and more project tips. So it can so happen that somehow you cannot understand that how to write it in JPQL, but you understand how to write in SQL. No harm done. You use @query, look for a attribute, native SQL. I forgot native query, I guess. Native SQL or native query, I forgot. Just a second. Yeah, sorry, native SQL is wrong. This native query. The name of the attribute is native query. What is the default value of native query? False. So if you say native query equal to true, now everyone can understand it. Is it a JPQL or is it our good old SQL? It is a SQL which we used to write your, I mean, you know SQL. So see the what is it called? Flexibility you have. As much as possible, I'll say don't go to the native queries. But the point is, if required, is it possible? 100% yes. Okay, so coming back to the point here, let's add all of this. So that is the reason I told you not to delete the DAO layer. So open tutorial DAO implementation. Can I take this query as it is? Yes. But do I have to take any efforts for creating query, setting parameter, and executing it? Absolutely not. So go to iTutorial DAO and comment this. Or okay, you can have this. The method name can be the same, but here you give the @query annotation. Please pick up everything from data JPA, as in Spring Framework data JPA, and the value itself is value attribute is equal to JPQL. Okay. And if I don't give that native query, it is false. So it is a JPQL style query. And now you can either give the name in parameter, which is how I have taught you, I have trained you. So I'll continue with that. You can replace it by !1, !2, not recommended. And here, now how do you inject this? So this is your named in parameter. For that, there is another annotation @param. So please pick up that annotation to bind method parameter to a query via a named parameter. So pick it up, and here you have whatever. So what is the name I have given? ID and topic ID. Oh, it is bound to topic ID. Is it correct? Yeah. So spend a minute here. I'll send it to you. And this is how I wanted to take you to further examples in Spring Data JPA. Whole project we are going to convert it into Spring Data JPA. I'll wait till you say yes, and I'll also check. Select whatever list of strings, yes. If it is a single record, such as get single result run, we put it in an optional. But if it is a collection, so all I'm lifting is the tutorial names. So this is all fine. You let me know when you're done. And those who are not typing, please tell me if they're understanding it or not. Complete details, beautifully described in your JPA reference guide. And you just Google, it's such a famous topic, Spring Data JPA tutorial or something. You'll see tons of the tutorials which will help you in such things. Okay, let's go little ahead. So tell me, you understand what we want? I want to find out the tutorial details by the tutorial name. Okay, if you're not sure how we were doing it, spend a minute. Okay, by the way, Control A. This whole thing is going to go away. So this is what we had done. Okay, get tutorial details by its tutorial name. So I'm giving you a minute and you tell me. One is inherited API, from JPA repo, CRUD repo is marker. But anyway, this second is finder method, or the third one is, these are called as, by the way, custom query methods, because interviewer asks in jargon. So these are custom query method. And the earlier one which I wrote, where is that? Here, it is called as the finder special, or okay, special finder methods. Okay, so let me speak to you in a formal language. So how are you going to solve it? Your three options are inherited API method, finder method, or a custom query method. You tell me. Okay, so by the way, guys, with custom query, anything and everything will work. But don't go there if you have a finder approach. Very good, guys. Write it and show me. Here, of course, the answer is finder method approach. Yeah, you write it and show me. Choices are find by, get by, but stick to one. As it is, I'm showing you so many technologies every day. So stick to something like finder, find by. Find by is the keyword. Tell me whenever you are ready. I mean, show me in chat. I just need to see the name of the method. Or okay, forget the name of the method. Give me the whole declaration. You understood my question, right? Optional tutorial, find by name, string tutorial name. Very good. The only thing is, I think you are messed up in the name of the property, I guess. I guess it is tutorial name. Just a second, I'm not so sure. Yes, this one, whoever has said, the name of the property is tutorial name. So that should appear. Okay. Find by tutorial name, it should be. Exact property name. So that's why I tell you, don't try your memory or spellings and all. Go by this. So this is, of course, gone. And since the tutorial name is unique, how many tutorials are you going to get maximum single result? So hold it in the optional, which may or may not contain the value. Everyone had got it right. And the name is special, find by. This can be replaced by, get by, and I think read by. I know I don't use it. I generally use find by. So that's why I said maybe. So go by this. And don't forget your camel casing. I mean, make the first letter uppercase, find by tutorial name. And here, there's no matching. There's no at param or anything. I can say string tutorial name. Got it so far? Understanding it completely? And another beauty is, if you mess up, see, find by, suppose I say something. It gives you compiler error. See, read this and it will tell you invalid derived query. Okay, so finder is what? Derived query. It's not your custom query. No property tutorial name found, etc., etc. Did you mean? It is so cute. It is telling you, did you mean something else and you mistyped and all. So be little observant, and the Spring framework guides you the whole way. Spring IDE guides you the whole way. Anyway, so that's fine. And the next one is, tell me, for this, three choices are inherited API, one option one, finder method, that is derived queries and all, option 2, or the custom queries. Pick up the option inherited API. Yogesh, you don't require custom query. You forgot there is a save method. You remember that, what is it called? CRUD repository save, which works like save or update. We just finished it in employee. So the answer is, this is going to be replaced by which method? Inherited API. Inherited API from inherited API, which one? Save from your CRUD repo. Understood me? Getting this? So this is how we just changed your Dowlier. And I hope you are understanding. See, when you do this, you get an impact. That all these classes, tutorial down, implementation classes are all gone. I'm keeping it just for a reference, but we are not using them at all. Understood the migration from JPA to Spring Data JPA, guys? Whatever I have done. I've not done much, I know that, but at least the starting point. Tell me something. Shall I send you? Shall I send you this? I'll just a second. I'll send you the DAO layer. Ignore the implementation classes. You know that you don't require it at all. src main java com app. I'll create the zip. In case you did not this, please delete the DAO implementation classes if you have any. May 19 src main java com app DAO. Okay, I've sent you the DAO zip. Ignore implementation class, retain the interfaces. Everyone with me? Now, which is the layer above the DAO layer? You know the answer, service. Got it? So let's look at the service layer and see if any changes have to be done. This has proper interface and implementation class. So go systematically iUser service. And because we used optional as a return type, something has to be changed. So I'm not changing it. You are changing it. So here, open user service IMPL. And because we played with the return type, earlier return type was user. Now it is replaced by optional containing user. So change this line so that you are, in case of successful login, as in correct credentials, you are returning a user to the caller, otherwise throw the exception. And that exception can be forget custom exception, some runtime exception. I'm waiting for you to do it yourself. 1 minute. we just did it in that employee CRUD demo. This is a much more, it has relationships and it has so many flow diagram and all that. It's going to be one-liner, by the way. I don't want it multiple lines invested. In one line, give me the answer. You understood, right? What I'm waiting for this? I'm waiting for you to remove this compiler error. Not getting it or trying it. I don't know where you are like. Okay, let's do it together. No point investing time. So user DAO.validate user. If you see, just take a cursor here and it will tell you it is undefined. Okay, string comma string. So, oh, just a second. Wait a second. Have I garbled something? We have a method. Oh yeah, method name is also different. Sorry. I was just working on the return type. My mistake. So replace it by find by. We changed a lot of things. Find by email and password. Now is the real point. This is returning you an optional. So which is the method? One method which will return you the data content in optional in case of success, or throw the exception. Which method to use? Give me the method name, or else throw. Very right. So dot or else throw. It's just a matter of using it for some time and you get it. And which is that, what is the argument of or else throw? It's a higher order function. Anything which takes in a function is a higher order function, which has the functional interface supplier. Supplier has a single abstract method get. Get has no arguments, and here you have to return some exception. So in earlier case, we had created our resource not found exception. So here I'm not going to that part. You can just copy that custom exception. I'm just having a new runtime exception, unchecked exception with some message. Invalid credentials or user login failed, and the reason is going to be invalid credentials. We are going to start with Spring Security soon. Soon means not today, of course. Today, too many things are planned. So at that time, you don't have to do this. There is a Spring Security framework which will automatically do authentication and authorization, role-based authorization. So over time. So I think we are done here. I'll wait. Tell me. I'll send you this. Comments are as usual too many, but the method is short. One liner. If you count the numbers, this has reduced to one liner. You got me? Completed or not? Keep answering this. Done? Okay. Now pick up. Now just say Control Shift W. Too many things open. Now go to your topic service IMPL and you yourself can change it. Tell me. Get rid of this compiler error. Do I have any method? There's no method. So what will this method be replaced by? Everyone should know the answer. Which method? Find all. Very right, Rajiv. This is the inherited API. You can read inherited all the way from JPA repository. Done this much? You can keep saying Control Shift O and fix the imports. Next one, last one, longer one, slightly longer one. Reach here. Can we start? What do you say? Fixing tutorial service. So this part is the same. Now get tutorials by topic and the topic ID. So here you open our tutorial. What was that? Tutorial DAO, and which is the method we have got, get tutorials by topic ID. So this is change or no change. Don't blindly go over it. Never. It can kill you when you start testing. So here, change or no change? Of course, no change. Only thing is we have hidden, or rather not hidden, we have abstracted the implementation to that simple JPA repository class generated by framework, and the query and everything is the same if you recall this. Okay, so zero change. So leave this aside. I hope you are saying no change. Yeah, you are right. Next one. Now take a look. And okay, why should I do everything? I'll give you a minute. Change it. You know what I want. I want to update the visit count and return that updated Mojo to the caller. Write out. It's not a big change. I'll not give you anything which is too complex. What is the change you'll have to do? There's no method such as get tutorial details, which is the method we have replaced it by find by tutorial name. It's a proper finder. And that's it, I guess. No, not that's it. Dot. I think you will get used to this, or else throw your this thing. You definitely add no data found your custom exceptions. Currently, I'm taking a shortcut. New runtime exception with a message, proper message. So no tutorial found by which name, whatever the name is. Okay. So that you know, anytime you should tell your whatever client or whatever what is happening. Error handling is so important. Missed, yeah. Semicolon. So this is it. And let me ask you, if the control reaches here, what does it mean? Tutorial found or not found? Of course, tutorial found. And what it returns is a persistent Pojo reference. So that rest of the logic remains the same. The moment you touch the state of the persistent Pojo, who is responsible for what and when? Hibernate is responsible for automatic dirty checking at the transaction committing time. And why the transaction is getting over here? Because of the transactional annotation. Making sense completely? All these statements by parts or by part I have explained. We're just putting these things together in the last whatever days. Following or not following? You will take a lot of time to revise. Please revise both the projects, that REST backend also and the Spring MVC also. I need response, guys. Followed or not? All I just change is the name. And of course, the optional this. Got it? So I think we are good with the service. And now I don't see any. Just open the controller. There's nothing here. Just open the customer controller once. Customer, no, not customer, user controller, sorry. Common this. And here, I was just checking. I'll tell you what I was checking. We have already added this catch runtime exception. So this looks fine. No result exception and all that. So you'll get, now you won't get no result exception. Now you'll get a runtime exception, invalid credential. We'll check all of that. That's it, fine. So more or less, I think we are ready to test. So we will test the customer flow. And my main intention were two. One is port your code from JPA to Spring Data JPA. So partly that is done. And now I want to continue with your admin flow so that I get a chance to show you form binding. Okay, so let's run this. So how do you run this? Here you can run it as this things, Spring Boot app, right click, run as. Here also you can run it, right click on the project and run it as Spring Boot app, whatever you like. Don't run it on server, otherwise it will start an external server. Always look at the console. So I can see my customer controller homepage, product and user were not open, but anyway, that's fine. And our, where is that? Yeah, Tomcat is started on 1990. And here we are giving a proper context path. So copy this. This does not launch the client browser. You know that. So if you want, I can open it in a new window. All these Java docs, let it be here. And localhost 1990. Oh, I got this. So this is your index page. You can get rid of, I'll get rid of response. Before sharing the today's data, I'll remove this response body, path variable, extra stuff. So try with her invalid credentials. So it is saying invalid login, but there is something I want you to notice in the backend. So guys, you try it out and you tell me what is the error, who is throwing this exception? Is it being thrown by JVM or Spring, or is it programmer thrown? Spring thrown exception or programmer thrown? Programmer thrown. Just a minute ago we said, what was that? Or else throw and runtime exception. You remember we added runtime exception and this is our own message. Understanding? So no result exception was caught by our that optional type, and we have retranslated it or rethrown it as a different one. Of course, we have to try the success branch also. Open a new window so that you don't touch all of that. So what was it? Kiran, I guess. Yeah. You check from this. So I can remember the client. I can see the client getting remembered. We had done this. We're just checking. Okay, so topic under this. So suppose I say Spring MVC. So visits are 19. So if I say Spring MVC again, visits are getting changed and a logout page. And we had done all of this on Saturday, I guess, right? So this works fine. So test your customer flow and we'll start with the admin flow in a minute. You let me know when because we did a major change. From JPA, we replaced all the DAO layer to Spring Data JPA and within couple of minutes. Working fine, Gaurav? Very good. I'll wait for others also. Getting the feel of Spring Data JPA, that was my main intention, to be very honest. How do you change it? Existing one. Anytime in your project, if you get stuck It's really stuck, hard stuck, that I don't know, like, so I have shown you the JP implementation full-fledged. So in that case, don't extend it from JPA repository and write your own implementation class and not somehow and complete the project. Okay. But if you can manage, your code will reduce. That is the thing. Why don't we reduce the code further using Lombok annotations? So shut it down. I mean, close this. You know now, everyone has tested. Everyone's Lombok library is working by now after the break. Successfully done. It's still not working for some of you. Okay, so then you will have to check it from that. Just check from the tip, because there is nothing extra I can add to whatever I have said already. So those guys don't, I mean, refrain. Let their pojos be as it is. Okay, so there was a mixed response. So I'll just do it for one. So here, don't require this. I don't require. If it is not working, then keep all of this. Otherwise, your working project will stop working. And here, for those it is working, you can say no args constructor, which is compulsory. If you want any time, currently I don't think we are using this all args constructor anywhere, but still I'm giving. And you can say simply a data, which brings in your what? All the things such as toString, getters, setters, hash code equals, everything packed in one annotation. Okay, so since some of you said it is not yet working, I'll not do it for others. You can always change it the moment it starts working for you. Okay, so I'll just not take a chance. I'll confirm whether with this modifications is it still working or not. So console at least says fine. User login. So this seems to be, I mean, like I said, it is just a matter of finding which ID where you want to install the book library, and that is it. So in short, it is working. For those it is not working, keep the getters, setters, and the no arg constructor and everything together. Now, let us continue with the admin flow. So first take a look at it. I'll tell you what my real intention is. One intention I already told you, porting from JPA to Spring Data JPA. And the second one is here, form binding. But I can't directly jump there. We have to go there systematically. So start answering. If the user as an administrator logs in successfully, where we are going to redirect the client? So we are entering the admin flow to the admin welcome page. You got it? What is it we want from that page? A message, admin login successful, hello admin name, a topic, and all of that. Is everyone clear? This is the beginning. So after that, administrator will be given a chance to choose a particular topic under which he or she wants to add tutorials. This is all complete grid view. And with ER, entity to entity relationship, one topic can have multiple tutorials. So it is much more than just CRUD. Okay. So after that, this is a client view. I'm not talking about controller yet. Okay. So here what you should show is the tutorials under a particular topic, chosen topic. I want your name. I don't want the ID. So we'll do some intelligent things there. And these are the tutorial names where I can do update, delete, which I'm not doing. Or rather, we are not spending time. Because finally, it is not a full stack. It is just a monolithic application. So which is the link we are going to explore here? Adding a new tutorial. And here, if that is why I told you, I gave you a modified diagram. So new tutorial under, I want this topic. See this, suppose servlet was the topic which was chosen. Here I'm not at all again taking this thing option. Now you have administrator has chosen servlet. So why take a topic again? I should see this here. And then the tutorial name, author, publish date, etc. will be added. So currently I'm going to skip looking at time basically. You can add the validation rules in the service layer anytime. And here the record will be inserted. If time permits, we'll do the validation also. Is the requirement clear? So which is the requirement here? Adding a new tutorial under the existing topic. Is it clear or not? Is the requirement objective clear or not? Okay, so let's start building this fast, and then we can continue the similar thing in the lab session also. So start. So let's stop this since we are going to this thing, change all the things. So go to the user control. You can say Control Shift W and go to the user controller and tell me line number. I don't know about your line numbers. Tell me the line number where the control will go in case of successful admin login. Easy question. 70, you are saying yes. So do you want to forward the client or what do you say, redirect the client? Forward view or redirect view? Anytime I'm going to ask you the question. I said forward. This is a forward view name. So you like it as it is, or do you want to replace it by the redirect view name? 100% redirect. Why? Because you know multiple submission issue. So if you say forward, then, and if the user refreshes this welcome page, every time that again select query credentials, validation query will be fired. You got that? So naturally it will be redirect. So start making quick changes. So here it is, redirect colon. Made the first change. So this is not the actual view name. It's a redirect view name. So when this is reaching the dispatcher servlet, will dispatcher servlet give it to the view resolver or skip the view resolver? Everyone knows it. I mean, those who have revised will know it. Skips the view resolver and sends temporary redirect response. Guys, there is no resource and all. We are not doing any REST APIs. This is a full-fledged one web application, monolithic web application, which has a JSP-based view layer. So sends temporary redirect response, and the next request will be sent from the client browser, which will end in what? Just in this. Okay, this is a different one now. Guys, whenever I say comments and all, that much you will have to change, because now we are Spring MVC boot or something, that application name. Slash, after that I can say this, slash admin slash welcome. And this will be sent with method. This is your PRG pattern. Got it completely? Because I'm going to ask you the next question. Is the comment clear? So the next request will have, you have to keep the URLs. Request and response was the important most thing. Are you clear? Okay. Now, so the same story as usual. So what is the thing? Slash admin slash welcome. So here. So this, can this be intercepted by dispatcher servlet? It's a Boolean question, yes or no? Slash admin slash welcome, 100% yes. It's not having any extension. Sends to the handler mapping bean, and what will it return? Null or not null? Null. Why it is so? Do we have we written any admin controller so far? There's no admin controller mapped to slash admin. So what is the next step? New controller or new method? The existing controller. New controller. You got this? Guys, listen, just pause your coding or whatever. See, I'm showing you different patterns. So let me ask you, what is it we are developing currently? Is it a resource-oriented REST controller, or is it or not ordinary, but is it a Spring MVC controller? Controller or REST controller? Simple question, simple answer. A controller. So here you can definitely code it as, configure it as actor-based. So which are the actors? User, common actions. So we created user controller, customer controller, and then what is it we are going to create as an admin controller, correct? But see my plan. The plan is to get this particular monolithic application. Which monolithic application? content management system, and convert this monolithic application into the REST backend, RESTful backend. In short, resource oriented. Do you remember resource oriented architecture, ROA? So at that point, what will you have? Controller or REST controller? What will be the topmost layer? Will it be a controller or REST controller? 100% REST controller. And REST stands for what? Representational state transfer, and it is a resource oriented. So then the design strategy is, let me ask you, would you prefer to write the role-based controllers such as, admin controller, customer controller, or will you prefer resource-oriented controllers? Role-based or resource-oriented? Okay, so you have given it maybe by the tone of my question. So tell me, when we modify, I'm not at all promising whether we can do it in such a parallel manner, but I'll give you I'll do it, and I'll give you the ready-made code. So as your project reference. Anyway, so anyone, let me ask you, in that, when we develop it as, or when we port it as separate backend, it is full of front end. I don't have time to develop everything in React, but at least backend, yes, I promise. So tell me, which controllers will you end up writing? The moment you convert this web MVC app into RESTful service, REST web service, REST provider, API provider, can you tell me the controllers which we will create? I'm waiting for the answer. I gave you the clue, resource oriented. Absolutely right. Very good answer, Anshamala. So here, user is a resource, tutorial is a resource, and topic is a resource. Okay, so that kind of, certain fine tuning or better this thing you will have to do when you go from standalone MVC or whatever monolithic application to this. Can you continue in the same manner such as admin, customer, user? Of course, yes. But which is a better practice? Resource-oriented controllers. Keep it at a back, somewhere at the end of this in back of your mind. So let's continue. So now let me write it as an admin controller. This is a MVC app. New class. What we are writing here is a role-based controller. Admin controller. So start with the annotations. This is your MVC. The moment you see the first layer, you know what it is. Is it a REST API provider or what it is? Abhijit, you are unmuted. Mute yourself. Mute all, please. Still unmuted. Is there anyone to mute all? Add a request handling method to now forward, because we have already used redirect. Via redirect, we have come here to forward the client to admin welcome page. And you are going to write it, by the way. And anytime I give you a task, this is the page you are going to forward it to. So I'll give you 2 minutes. Write the method for me. Participate always. Write something so that you'll start getting the confidence. Prashant, I want the full method. Right, the full method code, which is 2-liner. You know that. Along with the annotation, along with everything. Type it out peacefully in your ID and send me the code. You're absolutely right. Or something. Slash welcome. Topic service dot get all topics. Yes, very right, Aman. This thing slash admin slash welcome. Yeah, something like, yeah, you are there. So guys, you are taking this thing. Very good efforts. Very good going, guys. Get mapping, of course. The first pattern was, this is not resource oriented architecture at all. This is your MVC web application. So slash, what was it? Welcome, right? I'm just confirming. Yeah, slash admin slash welcome. And here, string show admin. Of course, you'll require model map. Otherwise, where will you take care of? Whenever you are in a meeting, take little care and keep muted yourself, guys. I can't mute all. Somebody, lab say, or this one, lab faculty, some faculty, ICSD faculty, please mute them all. I can't do it from here. So here, okay. So before we go any further, first question to ask is, what is the dependency you're going to require? What is the dependency is? Service layer. And here, I want to show all answers are in here. We have written very similar thing in the customer flow. So that same topic service. Topic service interface. And we don't want any hard wiring. We want loose coupling via automatic wiring, dependency injection basically. Same thing we had written in customer flow. Service. You can just copy paste it if you want, no issues. Purposefully, I'm not copy pasting so that you this. So what is it we are showing is the topic list, right? And I hope everyone remembers, we have skipped the whole down layer. We have replaced it by JPA repository method, find all. The service layer is calling that method. And as usual, returning the forward view name slash admin that the whatever folder will create slash. Okay, so this is it. And everyone knows what is going to be the actual view name, guys. Slash webinf. We'll have to create that admin folder. Webinf views. Then this one, admin welcome.js. Okay. Everyone understood this? So let us build that welcome page. If you say ask me to wait, I'll wait. Otherwise, I'll not waste time. Because actual point is form binding. Two points, Spring Data JPA and form binding. So web app, webinf, views, there's no admin. So views, right click new, other, JSP. If I make a mistake, just a second, I'm not looking at your chat. Give me a minute. Welcome. Yeah, what are we saying? Okay, no issues, ma'am. So here, but I could not see the option, to mute all. That's why I had to take your help. Anyway, so here it is. Now let's put the output. Admin login successful. Hello, admin name. Do that. Don't have to wait for me. This is a dummy in the sense static message. Okay. And here, get me the username. Username means administrator name. Admin folder I created, right? Oh yeah, I made a mistake. Sorry. I forgot. We'll drag and drop it. Don't worry. Thanks for telling me. Otherwise, we would have got a 404. We'll shift it. First finish this. So how do I get the username? Absolutely correct. Same, basically the same thing. So if you remember in user controller, we have added it right under the session scope. Controller, user details dot, I think it is name, right? Open that user Pojo. It is going to call get name, but I'm using Lombok, so it should all work. It should make sense. Yeah, name it is right. And yeah, I'll shift it. And now we have to generate this. So earlier, I think we had done a very similar thing, but using a radio button. So all I want is the view part is changing as a drop down list. Clear? So let's copy it from, but before I copy, let me make correction. You must have correctly done it. I messed it up. So let me create a folder, views, a new folder, admin, hurry, and let me drag this welcome page into admin. So what should be the folder structure? Check a view layer, SRC main web app, web and if views. Under admin, you should have welcome.jsp. And now I'm suggesting pick up that topics.jsp. We will require JSTL as well as Spring URL. Are we going to require any link? Form action? Yes, we are going to. So now don't waste time. I have already spent a lot of time on this. So make a copy. Import both the libraries. One is JSTL core tag library, one is Spring tag library. And copy this form along with Spring URL and you will make the changes. I could have, just copied topics.jsp into welcome, did not strike me. So now I'm giving you a minute. I want this. And before you go ahead too much, here, what is it we were doing earlier? You remember? I could just get the topic ID here. Tutorials under the topic ID 1, 2, 3, 4. This time I want better. I want the actual topic name here. See, every day I have to show you something new, otherwise you'll get bored. I'll repeat. Do something here. I have asked you to copy the topics.jsp, but I want this topic name also to appear here because later you are going to require it to add the tutorial under that topic. Anyway, I'll wait here. You make the changes, you suggest the changes, and we'll do it. Waiting here for a minute. I hope everyone has downloaded the new flow. I mean, most of the flow was the same, only somewhere I've given the names and all that. So you are building this page currently. I'll wait for exactly a minute and then we'll start doing it parallelly. Okay, so I may not have waited for a minute. You tell me, change or no change? First simple question, change or no change in that line? Change. Next question is what change? So for that, don't assume. See the flow and answer is right there. Anyone wants to tell me what should be the value of that Spring URL now? We are not in the customer branch. We are not under customer role. So suggest to me, guys. Absolutely correct. So here, this is nothing but the admin who wants to see the tutorial list. And as an administrator, I have so many rights. What I have not added is the user. I can add user, I can remove user, all that. But I'm doing it for tutorials, which is good enough. So you are absolutely correct. So remove it. This, we are all under the admin namespace, admin section. And here I can say tutorial list. Okay, next one. Method can be get or post. Get is very easy for debugging. So tell me here, change or no change. Are we going to iterate over the topic list? Yes or no? Let me see what you are saying. Answer is no change. Okay, no change here. But now, are you going to generate a radio button or are you going to generate a drop down list, select option list? Purposefully making changes. Everyone knows the answer, drop down list. So I would suggest just comment it out, control shift forward slash, because you can use all this information, so everyone knows. So in the TR, select option list. Okay, it's not coming on the control space. No problem. Select as name. And suppose I give the name as topic ID. Okay. I am just picking up. That's why I did not this. And now you have a for each loop. I'll send you this GSP if you don't want to, because finally you are going to replace it by React. All that. And here, select and all that. Just a second now. So TR, select name, C colon for each, and we should have a option here. Right? Oh, sorry, not option group. Don't require option. Option list, right? Oh, and I messed up. No, I'm not. Option list I have to. And here, all I have to have is value is equal to, which you will give me, and this. Invalid location. So TR, maybe I've not closed things properly. Oh, TD I will require, right? So, sorry. And here, yeah, one. And here I'll say, I'm just putting it as the view as this choose topic. So label will be okay. So and this here is all wrong. Give me a second. Yeah. Anyone wants to tell me what should be the option value and what should be the label? Everyone knows it. Yeah, absolutely right. So that is the reason I told you not to like remove this. And here the label is going to be this. And now you can remove this. That need is gone. And you have a choose topic button, etc. Let me send you this. If I've made any mistakes, we'll correct it, debug it together. View layer, again, I'm telling you, JSP, don't waste your too much time. But that form binding thing, yes, because you never know whether you are going to get recruited in a company which is using full stack or a web application. So like, it's good to be prepared. Whatever technology anyway you have, like, do it properly. Let's try this out. Run that. Started the application, looks good. Go to the front end. I mean, not a front end, sorry. Client-side browser, user login. This time login as, yeah, administrator. So it looks okay. Admin login successful. Oh yeah, here. I thought whether I've forgotten the name. This looks fine. And if I choose, suppose, a topic such as servlet, of course, you're going to get a white label error, 404. But everyone knows this is what will tell us whether it is working fine. And instead of writing it anywhere else, I'll just put it in a controller, admin controller, as the clue of next step. So, okay. So I have tested it in my case. You tell me, did it work? Of course, you're going to get 404. Everyone knows that. Because where we have written the tutorial list page, we'll be writing it shortly. Tell me where we are, where you are. Worked or did not work? I'm telling you, take the JSP as it is. Just focus on controller, service, Pojo, and DAO. That's going to be really important. I need an answer, guys. You want me to create a zip of the project so far so that you will be in a better position? Working? Okay, Gaurav is saying working. Shall I send you? Done. People are saying done. So let me just finish one part and then I'll send you the zip. Okay. So look at the URL. All answers are in URL. Look at the URL and tell me localhost 9090 whatever Spring MVC boot /admin/tutorial list with the topic ID of 1. So does this URL look fine? Is this all correct as per our expectation? Answer is yes. Okay. But now there is a small catch. This is what exactly, not exactly, but yes, similar we did in customer. So of course, I want to take you further. So listen to the question, please. Open the case study. Here, the next whenever we write this tutorial list.jsp through that controller and all that, I want to get this name of the topic, not the ID. So tell me, in the incoming request, what is it I'm getting? Topic ID or topic name? Selected topic ID or selected topic name, or both or neither? Only topic ID. So you will say, okay, what is there? You have now JPA. So write a method, call a method, find by ID and do it. Of course. But the point is, see, we have already lifted it. Here, can you see this? Welcome.jsp. We have already lifted the topic name and topic ID both. So why invest time in one more query? So can anyone tell me how to ensure that I'm getting topic ID and selected topic ID and selected topic name both in the both are sent in the next request? You understood my point? I'll repeat my requirement. The small requirement, because I want to show you things further. See, why will I require the topic name or topic ID? Sorry, topic ID for adding the tutorials under that, and topic name just to alert the user, show the user, that user means administrator, that under this topic you are adding a tutorial. Yes. Any suggestion? So Aman is saying one more. The moment you say this one, Aman, question mark, you are adding a one more request parameter. But answer is, okay, sorry, what was it? Yeah, here I have got only one request parameter, which is the request parameter, select name topic ID. So your suggestion is not valid. Quickly, this is our time we are spending on JSP, so I don't want to waste too much. Anyone? Did you understand this one, Aman, my answer? I said one parameter topic ID I want. In addition, so you were saying question mark topic name, but you forgot the fact I've got only one request parameter here coming. Anyone? Okay, so I can't add additional request parameter, but can I add the value? In short, here, instead of sending only topic ID, can I append topic name also to the value? Answer is very much yes. Okay, and how? You can decide your own separator. So let us say colon. You can say colon, comma, anything. Finally, you are going to parse it in the backend in the sense controller. So suppose I say comma, colon separated, comma separated, anything. And here, dollar. What I want to add is the chosen topic name. So add all of this. You got me? So when when we refresh the page, what is going to be your URL, guys? Let me ask you. So it will be tutorial list question mark topic ID is equal to 1 semicolon topic name equal to something, or name. I mean, no, sorry, no topic name, directly a topic name would be there. But then you tell me this topic ID name, is it a correct one or wrong one? It's not a topic ID anymore. So let us change it to topic details. If you've not understood, 1 minute and you'll understand it the moment you run it. So tell me, how many request parameters are going to be sent when the client clicks on the submit button? One or more? Wrong answer. Request parameter is one. So what will be the request parameter name, guys? Anyone wants to tell me the request those who are saying two, tell me the two request parameter names. Challenge. No two request parameter names. The request parameter name is topic details. And what is the value like? The value will be topic ID, let's say 1 colon servlets, 2 colon JPA, 3 colons, whatever, that way. Understood the trick? ID and the name, absolutely. So confirm. Let's see whether it is working. And then we will write the controller, which will parse it, which will tokenize it, and we'll use it throughout. So is our, okay, I think it is running. In my case, at least it is running. So I'm just saying back. And here, logging again. Watch the, this, what is it called? URL. And let's see the modified URL. All these are the standard tricks, typical tricks. If you want to inject multiple values for one request parameter. So anyone, tell me. So this is not what we are sending now. This was sending one request parameter, one value. How many request parameters, please? Single request parameter. But how many values you are concatenating? Two values. One topic ID and %3a is whatever your colon, semicolon must be the Unicode value, and servlets. Understood so far? Understood the trick? If you're wondering why, just to show you something different so that you can parse it, process it, and use it also. So now what is the next job? Write the comment. You can add you can stop this maybe so that it won't bother you by restarting all the time. Add request handling method. For which purpose? Which page we are building now? This page is already built. So tutorial list page. To add a request handling method to forward the client to tutorial list page. And in that tutorial list page, I'm going to require my topic name. Understanding or not? Understood what I did, what we did with using the request parameter and all that? Appending. So now I'm asking you, this where in this page, can you tell me where I'm using the what is it called? Where I'll be using topic ID and topic name. Okay, forget topic ID, topic name where I'll be using. Easy question first. I've got the topic name. So where I'll be using it somewhere. Where? It's a easy question. First line. Okay, header. Absolutely correct. So this is where I'll be using it. Got it? And where will I be using topic ID? To get the list of topics, I'm so sorry, to get the list of tutorials under a particular topic. So for that, I'll be using topic ID. Am I 100% clear? Because we're going to write a method together understanding this. Now the further question. If the user means administrator, wants to add a new tutorial, that is what is my real stuff. In that case, are you going to require this topic name still? Are you going to need it further? Answer is yes. See this. I'm going to require it further. You got me? And so here you will have just a second. Let me check. What I'm checking is, service layer method. 2 seconds. Service layer, because I forget tutorial ID, tutorial service, tutorial name. Oh yes. See this. So, oh no. Am I missing up? No, I'm messing up. Sorry. So get tutorial by topic. This is the one which I'll be using. So topic ID I'll be requiring, of course. My bad. So here I'm going to require, listen to this. This page will require the topic name for the heading and the topic ID as the implicit data. But now I had got it from here. This was a next request and this is +2 request. So if I want to remember this selected topic details such as topic name over multiple requests, which is the scope under which I should save it? Of course, session scope. Request scope will be too less. Flash scope, I did not get a chance to show. Flash scope is working in redirect scenario. This is not a redirect scenario. This is your client pull one. So session is a correct answer. So with that all understanding, let's write this method and maybe stop here. So admin controller. So I hope you have, if you have not got this, I'll send you. So you will know exactly what we are building as the next request handling method. This is what will get converted into a backend with minimum efforts. So this is going to be a get mapping. And what it is going to be admin. So yeah, this is what it helps. So here I'm getting a tutorial list. Are you understanding what I'm mapping with what? Just the incoming URL I'm mapping. Okay. And here string show groups by selected topic. And here, are we going to require model map? Just a second. Yes, we will require model map. So that is where we will keep the tutorial names. Then what I'll require is, just now I said HTTP session. Anything else we require, we will add as a dependency. Add the SOPs. Okay. And here, oh, sorry, we forgot something. How do I bind the request parameter? This is the request parameter I have got to the method argument, which is the annotation for binding that request parameter at request param. Very right. By the way, you can give it anywhere. There's no sequencing which is required. So request param. This is not path variable. You know that. And the name of it is string. That's why I suggest this pattern. Take this URL, paste it, and you will know, understand exactly what to match with what. Topic details. Okay. And then comma. And always do the systematic debugging. And let me finish them. In between, we are going to write the code. I'm just writing the last line. So return. We are still in the admin space. And the name of the pages, I think we'll create it as tutorial list.jsp. This is definitely advanced. So if you think you are not understanding whole of it, it's okay. 2 request parameters? No, you are still missing the point. Who said that? I did not get it. This one, Prashant. This is 1 request parameter. After that, how many request parameters you are having? Only 1 parameter. That was all about. 1 parameter having whatever, some separator, colon separated values, okay? Not 2. So here, so coming back to the point, what I was saying is, yeah, this is fine. Now in between, so what is the expected output here? You will see 1 space, not space, colon servlets. So I'll write the left hand side and RHS you are going to give me in topic ID is equal to, you give me the RHS and string topic name, you give me the RHS. It is just a string class API. It is just a no problem, Prashant. So here in string class, I have shown you, we've discussed it. I don't remember, frankly, splitting the string and all that. So here, which is the separator we have used? Colon. It can be replaced by anything. So how do you split it? In the string, there is a method or itself called as string. This is all core Java, so I'm not spending too much time. dot split read splits the string around the matches of the given regular expression rejects. So here I'm using the regular expression just as a separator colon, and here this is an array. So let's say, sorry, 0. Oh, sorry, we have to parse it also. My mistake. So integer dot parse. It's all. Little bit of core Java API. Here we will say, I lost it. Just a second. I'll send you this code since it is all full of core Java API. Parsing the string. Integer dot parse, and this one, I think we are good. So let me check and then I'll send you. So topic details. Topic details is going to contain 1 colon topic name, which is servlets or JPA or whatever. So I'm just take a cursor over split, splits the string, giving you the string tokens. And I'm picking up the first token, that is 0 token. And since it is a topic ID, parsing it myself. And here, now there is no parsing required. String and string it is. This first one. And here, let me just SOP it in case something goes wrong, easier to debug. Name. Okay, let me send you this 2-liner, or I mean, current whole method is not done. You have to call. So is the parsing part clear? What does a split method do? Splits the given string around that delimiter. And the delimiter just now I just chose as this thing colon. So I'm splitting this string around colon. Done this. I'll recap whatever you tell me, not the whole recap I'll do in the lab. Takes too much of time, but maybe this admin flow I'll recap in the lab once I join the labs. So now this topic ID is also required for next request, and the topic name is also going to be required. So store topic details under the session scope. So, we can pick it up anytime you require. So you just create a session scope attribute, which set attribute. You can give the name as topic ID, or you can say selected topic ID or something. Okay, I'll make it elaborate. So you'll know exactly what we are talking about. And that becomes, you can reduce the number of lines. Of course, you can write it in a 1-liner, but the point is maybe then clarity is less. So what I said is this line you can put it here and make it lesser code. And then I'm saying here another session scope attribute, selected topic name. Both we are requiring till the last. And here I'm saying topic name, right? Yeah. So both I have put it in the session scope. I can extract it anytime. Now get the list of tutorials under selected topic ID. So this is where that the method from the tutorial service comes in. I know the last part I'm doing fast. Looking at the time, I'm typing it fast. You please sync up with the code. Private. I've got a tutorial service. So which is the method we are going to call? The first one or second one for getting the list of tutorials under the selected topic ID? First one or second one? Everyone knows it, the first one naturally. The other one is for updating and all that. So that is what I'm calling. So auto wiring it. Okay. And here, I just want to store it in the request scope. So model map. Have I asked for model map? Yes, we have. So map dot add attribute. tutorial list, and you can call the method here tutorial service dot get tutorials by topic, and in goes the topic ID. And then you are forwarding the client this tutorial list. So we'll just write in a minute the tutorial.jsp. I'll not write the full the links and all that. I'll just check whether the list of tutorials, the topic ID and topic name, I can check, I can see, and the form binding part will continue in the tab session. So I'll send you all this method. I hope I've not forgotten anything. Sending you the completed method. So all these lines can be reduced to directly this line. You can reduce it to here and here. The topic ID will require in two places. Those who are not typing, at least are they understanding it partially? 10%, 15% types. If not clear, look at core Java open string class API, or here put this cursor and look at the split functionality. So let me finish the whole thing by adding a page here, tutorial list.jsp. It won't be a final thing we will add. This is the page under construction, right? So this links and all will add. I just want to see whether the data is reaching properly or not. So under admin, create a new JSP. I hope I'm not making any spelling mistakes. And what I want to show is a couple of things. I want to show topic ID. I'm going to require it further. I want to show how you will give me, which is kind of easy. We're just confirming topic name. And mainly I want to show the list of tutorials. List of tutorial names, I guess. Start answering. You know now by now all the scopes, everything. So where have we stored this topic ID? Under the session scope. So pick up the member names properly, attribute names properly, and search under, because I told you I want to remember it across multiple requests. So I just got it. Later we'll see whether we can reduce the scope and all that. We'll just check that in the second half, that is lab session. And here topic underscore name, or just topic underscore name, right? Okay. And list of tutorial names, will I pick it up from session scope or a request scope? S or R? Where will you pick it up from? The tutorial list. Session or request? Answer is request. Anything you put in the model map, you know the answer. And this is where we are stopping. So take it, no white spaces, extra. Anyway, even if it works, doesn't work, let's 2 o'clock. So we are stopping here. If something doesn't work, you can debug always. So let's check this. I've not done the full page. I'm just confirming whether the data is reaching. So running the Spring Boot app as a not REST API provider, just as a web application. And let's try this out. Okay. So user login, admin login, correct credentials, and suppose I say servlets, something. Perfect. Oh, yes. Oh, I thought it was wrong. See that topic ID, we have to confirm. I think the servlets is having this. Okay, so servlets is having a one ID. The name of the topic is servlet, so far good. And I don't think I had added any tutorials other than Spring Framework. I'll just confirm. Select start from tutorials, right? So all of them are under 4. You can always change. So let's see. Back. Change the Spring framework. Yes. So this is where we are stopping, definitely for a lunch break. The last part, which I showed you, may not be 100% clear, or maybe 5%, 10% clear. So what I'm planning to do is whenever I log in, you have a lot of things to revise as usual. That update and delete endpoints are pretty important. Spring Data JPA is also of a highest importance, highest priority. And then after that, even if you don't revise this part, Spring Web MVC application, it is okay. After I log in, I will definitely get that admin part and just spend some time. I can't predict how much time in showing you the form binding. And after that, we are going to continue once again in the what is it called? Backend, that is full stack kind of application for the rest of the time. So before I log off, before we take lunch break, I'll send you this last zip creator and go start going through it whenever you join. So 2 things you have to like revise thoroughly: day 19 employee backend and day 19 Spring MVC Hibernate. And the difference between this is, as you notice, only a backend minus the view layer. This is your monolithic web application, which has JSP based view layer. Stopping here right away. Day 19 Spring MVC Hibernate. Yeah. So start going through. I will prepare the instruction list, Advanced Java Lab instructions. You definitely go through that. See you in the labs. You're almost welcome.